So when I was 24, 25, I sold drugs. I was a fighter, but fighting wasn't paying the bills, sold drugs.
If I didn't get rich, we'd still be selling drugs.
I went to jail. I went to jail for selling drugs. Is that a problem?
And I needed some money. We won't go into details. I needed some money pronto. And I had a fight coming up, but the fight was too far away from money and I needed money today. So I was sitting there thinking, how can I make money? What do I have that's worth money? Like, what do I have that I can even sell? And I was sitting there and the only thing I had was all these girlfriends.
Decided I want to start a webcam business. Vivian's beautiful. I said, look, stop being a waitress, come here, live with me. So Vivian's been with me 6 years. Vivian's like 21.
I just ended up in the pimp game and I built this webcam business.
I don't know if I've told this story before. It's because some bitch called the police on me. Have I ever told this story?
It wasn't until I went to the police that the emotions started coming back up again.
I'm asleep in bed, 5 o'clock in the morning. My door gets kicked in. And the police raid my apartment and arrest me for assault.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I loved how much you hated it. Turned me on.
This is probably 40% of the reason I moved to Romania, because in Eastern Europe, none of this garbage flies. They go, oh, well, you're a rapist. I say, no, I'm not a fucking rapist. But I like the idea of being able to just say to do what I want. I like being free.
Is it true that you and your brother made money from video chat studios?
No, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. I know some video chat girls.
By creating a webcam studio, by taking girls who didn't know how to be effective on webcam, girls who had never done webcam before, didn't have the know-how, didn't have the will. I created a system that allowed me to convince girls to do this, allowed me to retain 100% control of their income. I know how to make sure the girl can't run away.
That's right, lock the door, you knew I was going to beat the out of you. If you behaved, I wouldn't have to hit you, would I?
Because that's what I did. That was my MO, was find girls, make them love me, and make them work for me. And that's how I got rich.
Tell me the truth. So I heard that you were arrested. Did you do something with drugs? People were dead, you were arrested?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
This is your picture? This is your mugshot?
It's old news. I don't think this is
Not old news. It's not old news. So you're a criminal? How do you get your money?
So I got 20 more girls online. We scaled that back up to $300,000 or $400,000 a month. So I got back into the game hard. But now we're coming towards the end of Corona. I'm gonna keep like 5 or 6 of my main girls.
So the first thing is I own some casinos in Romania. 3 brothers, mafia guys, they own 400 casinos throughout Eastern Europe. I came up to them and said, look, I want to do a franchise with you.
The Tates make money from at least 4 casinos in Bucharest. They are called Las Vegas. The documents we obtained are joint venture contracts between one of Tate Brothers' companies, Talisman Enterprises, and a company called DMS Bet Live. The name apparently stands for the owners, the Dorov Tate brothers, Mahaisha and Soren. They split the profits 50-50.
Yeah, but if we gamble, because we own half these places, we get half the money.
Police raided what prosecutors say is an organized crime group behind the Las Vegas casinos. They raided over 120 people and companies involved in a case of organized crime. The 2 Dorov Tate brothers were charged with being part of an organized crime group in November 2022. Mahaisha Dorov Tate officially became a wanted man in Romania. They issued an arrest warrant for him. He is wanted as the leader of the organized crime group. Yes, the Tates are in business with organized crime.
You got like raided or some shit?
Yeah, so I effectively got my house, and I do actually think this was a large part of my cancellation. They run with it, right? Yeah. His house was raided for human trafficking. That's all they say, on repeat, on repeat, on repeat.
But you're past that, right?
It's all over now, because it was never a thing anyway.
Controversial online influencer Andrew Tate has been arrested during a raid by police in Romania as part of an investigation into suspected human trafficking, organised crime and rape.
Jailhouse recordings capture social media star Andrew Tate trying to bribe Romanian officials to get out of jail.
The transcript that we see, he says to Anna that, okay, just go and find those 2 politicians and tell them that if they will support our cause, they're going to get compensated once we get out.
I mean, that's exactly bribery.
Influencer Andrew Tate has been indicted and will face charges of rape, human trafficking, and forming a criminal gang to sexually exploit women.
A Romanian court has agreed to extradite the controversial social media influencer Andrew Tate to the UK. So there are allegations of rape and human trafficking.
4 women who have all suffered horribly at the hands of Tate. We're seeking to encourage the police to reopen the investigation in the hope that there will be a charging decision and a decision to prosecute by the CPS.
Romania's anti-organised crime agency have raided Andrew Tate's home, investigating allegations of human trafficking, the trafficking of minors, sexual intercourse with a minor, influencing statements, and money laundering.
I paid my taxes, but when I lived in England, I refused to pay tax. Guess what I did? Ignore the letters. Ignore. Then they start sending people around to my house. Where's Andrew? Oh, he's not here. Ignore. I've done nothing wrong. I'll beat this case. I'll beat every other fucking case. If you want my money, come get it. Come get it.
Yeah, that's basically my story. World champion kickboxer, pimp, mafia-associated criminal. Like, I've got all this stuff, and everyone's like, who is this dude? Like, surely it can't all be true. Well, it's all true.
The Matrix has attacked me.